All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Ember podcast for Black Hole Gaming League. Um, just a little bit about you for those who might not know or whatever, because we are going to be branching to Spotify too. So I don't know if it's going to introduce anybody new or not, whatever. But this is like essentially the podcast for a Rainbow Six Siege League, kind of like it started as a recap thing, and I'm looking to incorporate more into it, especially if when we're doing the Spotify thing, I might end up making it more like the console community type of thing and working on how to incorporate more into it. But we'll see. But right now we're still gonna stick to the recaps, some stuff like that. I will work on it as we go. See how many views and stuff we're getting and whatnot. But yes, this will be strictly for Rainbow Six Siege as of right now. We might bring back some new episodes, other things coming. You never know with us. You know how we get down and dirty. But anyways, now let's get to the juicy stuff. All right, so last season, season 3, I know we slacked off for a bit. We had some editing issues. We had, other things. Just time got the best of us. And there's a lot that happened with him. My dog had to be, well, almost got put down, but ended up dying before that. Some of us, the other ones, had a lot of shit going on. You know what the fuck going on though. But we keep moving. We're back here. We're better than ever. All right, so let's just do a little recap of season 3. So season 3, who was it? I think it was 5.2 versus KVD in the finals. I know it was 5.2. I'm pretty sure it was KVD. Either way, 5.2 went back to back and they won it again for season 3. They are the season 2 winners. And KO Deity won season 1. They're no longer a team. But, excuse me, 5.2 went back to back. Won it again. So season 4. God, sorry, excuse me. That cranberry juice strong, boy. You know the fuck. Woo! Anyway, so season 4, we had a lot of changes. Pretty much a whole revamp, essentially. Not really a revamp, but we did completely away with the free. Completely away. I mean, I feel there's no passion in free. I feel there's no dedication. And you know what? You're missing out on a huge chunk of prize pool, too. Like, I feel like those entries, like people might not see it as much, but say like $20, 20 teams. That's $400 extra dollars you can add to your pool, and it's $20. So I mean, take it how you want to take it. I feel like with free, you're missing that big portion. I mean, we were giving away 250 free. I was like, yeah, that's a lot for a free entry, but at the same time, it's divvied up among 5 people. What was that, $50 a person? So I mean, really ain't a whole lot for the length. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this real quick. We'll do the recap at the end. We'll do the week 1 recap. We are a little behind because I did want to do a preseason kind of thing to go over some new stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Life got the best, got behind. Here we are. We doing this shit again though. Let's get it up, bruh. Anyway, let's what was I gonna say? Okay, so with the new changes, okay, we did paid only, fuck free. You know what we talking about. But with that, so this is gonna come some changes. I did an invite only, and I invited the teams that I know. Like, okay, so our main reason for going free or no free, fuck free, was essentially I wanted to dim down on the forfeits. The last like 4 weeks or 3 weeks of season 3, this band, forfeit. Granted, we had a 39 team season, and I didn't have to beg nobody to join. That's all I'm gonna say. But the end was just a lot of forfeits. A lot of people got screwed over because of the forfeits and the point system. So I was just like, I don't want to deal with that. It honestly got annoying. I mean, making 18 different match chats a week is just chaotic. And we got it done, but rough. So with season 4, did a whole revamp, $20 buy-in, 20 team. I had privately invited most of the teams that are in here actually. Some just never got back. But yes, I private invited. I can't see it no more. But we'll go through who's in here. But I private invited most of the teams that are in there. We still got some teams on a wait list for teams drop out. No refunds. I feel that instills you continuing the league and not just dropping out because you'll get your money back. You know what? No refunds. You wanna hate me? Hate me. At the end of the day, stick it out. I mean, why would you make my job harder? Oh, I gotta give you this one. Nah. You signed up for it. You gonna live. I don't care if you're losing. Do better. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so yes, we shortened the weeks also. Instead of 10 weeks, way too long, I'm going to try, I think we got 6 weeks right now. Yeah, 6 weeks. 6 weeks right now. I did the pre-made schedule. I'm not going to be using challenge right now. I went back to a lot of hand-making shit. So, there's going to be 5 weeks of in-division play. And week 6, I'm doing like a hand-picked wild card thing, where I'm just personally going to pick the games. And I really don't fuck with bias. So, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I'm gonna try, I'm not gonna sit here and put the weak on the weak and the strong on the strong. I'm just gonna do matchups I want to see, man. We got some toxic, we got some shit talking going on. I'm gonna put them together. Let's see what's up. Let's see who the better team. You know what I'm talking about? That's my goal for week 6. And then maybe if we got some big, close matchups of number 1 seeds and shit, putting them might be against each other. Because the playoff seed I want to do is a 12-team playoff again. Top 3 teams each division. So 4 divisions, top 3 teams, 12, yes. The seeding is going to be based off overall points and shit. So it's not going to be division seeding. It's going to be grouped back into one again. Come the playoff. Alright. So, with that being said, the teams I invited, hopefully way less forfeits. They had good activity. They weren't difficult. And I mean, week 1 went really smooth. So some other things also I wanted to touch base on essentially was we're going to be doing some giveaways this coming up now. We've been talking. We want to get our sponsor involved a little more. Ulti. I think it's like ultisupps.com, ultisupps.com. Use code BHGaming, 20% off. Yeah, it's a little expensive. Shipping, it can be too. But, they gave all the winners of Season 3, y'all got a free tub, all 5 of them. And it's like if we want to keep doing that, we got to give some return back to them, or they got to match it. And then I figured another way to help introduce people is doing giveaways with them and letting people try them. So we'll probably be introducing that coming up. We just did our first giveaway, ironically, Exusa, Rogue, however, him, he ended up winning it. Yeah, bullshit, I know. But yeah. So we're going to be introducing that into Season 4 too. Probably have another one coming up soon. But you got to be eligible for it. You have to rock the server tag. I know I don't want to be like that, but we're trying to grow. I'm not gonna necessarily stun lock everything. Can't do this, can't do that. But I figured it'd be a cool way to interact with them, get some publicity. But anyways, with that being said, I'm also bringing back player stats. So every game I'm gonna go around and take all the stats, do all the yada yada bullshit. Because, I feel like it gives y'all a good chance to see where y'all are standing, how good you're doing, how many games played, whatever. It's just the interactive thing. It's for y'all. Nothing really special to it. But with that, I'm also doing Player of the Week. We've never really committed to it. We started doing it last season, and then dude fell off doing it, and I didn't have time. I didn't really want to do it because 39 teams was a lot to go through, a lot of screenshots to go through. So, yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But god damn that cranberry juice, girl. Anyway, so yeah, so we're doing player of the weeks. I already did week 1. I'll go over them later. I already got the stats updated. Player records. This is a new thing we're introducing on season 4. Shout out to SSL. I kind of got the idea from them. I don't want to make it look like I just ripped them, but I honestly dig the idea. It's kind of cool and interactive for the community. Because I did that, and I'm thinking about doing a Hall of Fame for the league and shit. For the day ones, OGs, and just overall great players we got. But I don't. I'm still debating on that. I don't want to look like a ripper, but I did fuck with the player records. I thought that was cool. So we'll have the gladiator record. It's gonna be the gladiator record will be most kills in one map. So it doesn't matter if it's a best of one, a best of three, a best of five, but only one map will count. So say you get 25 kills in one map, you get the record. It's 14 right now. Alias has it, right? I think that's his name. Alias or whatever. Anyways, he dropped 14 kills. I think he went 14 and 9. They lost though against Armani, unfortunately, and JBA on Obey went 14 and 7. And that's where we're kind of in the middle right now, figuring out how to work that. I didn't expect two people to drop 14 like that, and so I wanted to give it to Alias because I feel he had the harder game. But at the end of the day, he still lost, whereas Obey didn't really have a hard game, but they won. So we're still working on that, but Alias still has it right now because he's in the server. And so we'll see. The next we'll go with the Grievous record, like General Grievous, whatever, It'll be the most kills in a singular regular season. So pretty much in the stats, all your regular season kills put together. So say you get 90, and that's the record. Then 90 it is, whatever. So yeah, throughout the whole season, your combined kills, the highest kill will get the record. Well, for season one at least, and then they'd have to break it after that. And then we got the Leonidas record, which will be most kills within the postseason as a whole. So there's a few ways you could go about that. Like, you can kind of say it's unfair since it's postseason. I might change it to like a best of 3. I don't know yet. I really don't know where I'm gonna go with that. I like postseason though because it's like somebody could pop off in 2 best of 3s and drop like 50, and then nobody else could touch it. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, those are the little records I'm introducing, and then the Hall of Fame I haven't really decided 100% on yet. We're gonna worry about getting there. Also, this season we're gonna have the biggest prize pool we've had yet. We're gonna get $1,000 prize pool. As of right now, I think we're only the second console league with that high of a prize pool, and we're gonna try to keep it as long as we can. So during the off seasons, we're gonna try to delay the start of the next season a little longer, but we're gonna try to fill it with some tournaments and whatnot. Just to keep the league interactive and going. And just in case we need to make a cushion for that 1K. I mean, we sponsor it ourselves. We don't really have much help. I mean, we do it for y'all. Whatever. But we're going to see what we can get done. But yes. So that's all for pretty much season 4. I mean, we got some new rules we're working on. So there is a new rule going into season 4 that's 100% confirmed. So no e-subs will be allowed during the postseason. Like, just no e-subbing. Don't schedule the game if you can't make it. I've talked to several people. A lot of people agreed with it. I mean, a lot of people don't want e-subs in general, but what's being discussed right now is an amount of e-subs per regular season. But I'd like to get this season over with to see how people like 5 weeks. Maybe if they want 6 or 7, or stay at 5. Because if we go up to 7, I might add an e-sub per season. I kind of don't want it to be half the season, but I don't want you to only have like 1 chance. But like I said, if it were personally up to me, I'd say none at all. I would agree with a lot of people. And then also, we're working on a new rule discussing the amount of forfeits allowed per team before they get kicked out or disqualified, essentially, and their spot gets replaced. So we're kind of working on all of that, and we'll let y'all know when we get there. But like I said, I'm sure I'm forgetting some things. But we'll get there when we get there. You guys will see. It's been pretty smooth sailing right now so far. So we're trying to do casting more, but people say they're gonna do stuff and don't end up doing it. Ain't much I can really do about that. We'll see if it gets any better. I really don't think it will. If I work a day like a first shift instead of like 12 to 11 essentially. I would do it. I suck at it anyway, but hey, fuck it. You gotta do what you gotta do for the come up sometimes. But not everybody has that passion. But yep. Anyways, let's get into a little recap. I've been hearing a little rumors that Black Hole League might be like the number 2 most followed league right now, most popping. I mean, the chat ain't really that active, so I'm not gonna like glaze myself too much. But hey, we just do what we do. Came in this game, no idea what we was doing, and we just respected y'all like y'all respected us. Was patient with y'all like you're patient with us, and we just vibe, brother. We vibe. Ain't no sense in getting all worked up over no dumb shit. You know what we talking about? Ain't no sense in all that. New point system. I made my own point system, because I listened to y'all. I came up with some better ways that I think. I didn't really approve it through y'all. I just kind of throw it in there, and this is like better. Like I said, personally, I think it's better than the old point system. All right, so if you get a flawless win, you get plus 5 points, so a 7-0. Alright, so for a regulation win, which is 7-5, 7-4, 7-3, 7-2, 7-1, you get 4 points. A forfeit win, you're going to get 4 points. So I boosted that up from 2 to 4 because as I listen to y'all, it's not fair that teams just get the forfeit because, we already got a playoff seeding, so we're going to fuck this team over. So if you choose to forfeit, the team that wins, the forfeit or whatever, like they're gonna get full regulation win points. OT win, overtime win, 3 points. Overtime loss, I stayed at 1 point. So for a regulation loss, I got you at 0 points. For an 0-7 loss, you don't win a single round, you're losing a point. I mean, let's be honest, brother. You should be winning a fucking round. One round, come on. I mean, ain't nobody should be getting flawless out here, big dog. You need to reevaluate your team, especially if you do it more than once. Now, granted, there are a little skill gaps, but I'm expecting at least one round still. Like, these high teams are going to troll these little teams anyway. So, come on, brother. And then if you forfeit, you're losing 2 points. I might change that to 3 next season, but I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I really try to get rid of those forfeits. So, possibly doing that and then turning around and making it whatever you want to say, making it hurt more and then limiting the forfeits, it might help. But this might be fine. We'll see how the forfeits work out. But yeah, that's the new point system. Now let's get into the teams we got signed up. This is gonna be a little bit of a longer episode, probably. They might get longer overall because I might bring in people, guests, talk about the community, yada yada yada, etc., whatever. Anyway, so we got 4 divisions. We got Solar Division, Galaxy Division, Void Division, Flare Division. I try to stick with the black hole, galaxy, space thing. Who knows? I want a name change sometimes, but motherfuckers say no, so whatever. Solar Division, we got Double OG 907. We did the GOAT. No glaze. Just seems to be a pretty chill dude. We also got Wild Boys CC, color coded, however you know them. I got Crypto, Vizsla, and them. Abolish. Next team on Solar, we got BH Ferocious Femboys. Yeah. Don't ask. Don't know. All I know is, hey, that's my boy Vate. I give him the benefit of the doubt. Alright, next up, we got Synergy. I don't know if they still belong to the org or not. They were with Make-A-Wish. I don't know. I don't even know what was up with the Make-A-Wish org name. Anyway, irrelevant. And then the final team for Solar Division is Black Hole Nebula. So this was an NLG team. I really don't know what happened here. I should, because I kind of helped rep it. But they joined Black Hole. It was one of the. I think no. Since we did this, they weren't established yet. But it was a NLG X Force. The next division we got is Galaxy Division. So in Galaxy Division we have Wild Boys Obey. Yeah, we got the big dogs in here. Yeah, y'all gonna notice this. Got some names in here, buddy. But we got Obey. We got Double OG Monarchs. We got Black Hole Election, which was what was their name? Passion Team, and then something else. I think it was just Passion Team, but that's who they are. Um, and then we got HMC Squared Esports, which was Senate, but they joined the Homicide organization and became HMC Squared Esports. And then the final team we got for the Galaxy Division is No Limit Gang. I don't know if they still go by Syndicate or not, but it's a Twins team. So NLG Syndicate, the original NLG, they joined Black Hole. At least I think he did. He put the name change in there, so I'm assuming he did. But BHNLG. All right, and then for Void Division, we got King Von Disciples returning, possibly. Let's see if they can do some damage this season. Let's see if they'll make a little comeback. We got Double O Void tripping, one of the chillest dudes in the game. We got Dream. That was NLG Dream, but they left NLG. Feel like they were holding them down. So I think for NLG it's just Forever and NLG now. And then we got Black Hole Euphoria, which is Exusa's team. There's something going on there. Haven't figured it out yet. And then we got Black Hole Oasis, which is Hate and Bates team. We'll see. They made a little revival. We'll see if they last. Alright, and then for the final Flare division, we got Black Hole Armani, Clippy, Yep, enough said. We got Team Forever, which is Prince's team. We got Double OG Genesis. We got the OGs Miami Neon. And then we got the returning back-to-back champions who officially joined the Wild Boys 5.2. We'll see if Stretch can make the comeback of a lifetime, but people love to forfeit against 5.2. It's just a weird thing people do. But as you see, we got some decent names. Like, I did invite people. I didn't strictly do it skill based. I tried to keep it where it's like I want just activity and skill. I don't want just one or the other. And I was like, skill based, you're gonna have gaps anyway. So I tried to just invite, someone like Dream, NLG. Is like they're active. I know they're gonna play their games. They might not be the best at all the time, but they're gonna play their game. They're gonna schedule it. They're gonna be unconfrontational. I do miss that my boys F2 Revoke didn't get to sign up. I don't know if he didn't see it or what happened there, but hey, next season I think Sting plays on Void though, so he'll still get to be a part of it though. But it's a homie right there. It's a real supporter. But anyway, so yes, those are the divisions and those are the teams we got this season. And so that's about it. So I think we're good to get into the recap portion now. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. I don't think I did. Yeah, no, I don't see anything I forgot. Like I said, in the wait list, we got teams like Nova, 109, NSK, HLG Fraggers, whatever the hell HLG is. We got F2, NBN, Zave Esports. Dude told me he didn't want to join the league now. He's in the wait list. Anyway, we're going into week 2 now. Most of the games are set up. But anyways, let's get to the week 1 game scores. Alright, so on week 1, so with this new system, okay, we got 4 divisions, 5 teams per division, 1 team a week, and each division gets a bye week. So there's 2 games per division that'll go on. So it's pretty neat and simplistic. Except week 6, there will be no bye weeks. Week 6, everybody's playing. So everybody gets a bye week, and then you got the 6th week. Okay, no. I just thought of something from later on. But anyways, the first game we had of week 1 would be Double OG 907 versus Black Hole Nebula. Of course, 907 took the win. They won 7-3. Nebula did get 3 rounds. I was watching the game. This one was casted by, was it Cards? I think it was Cards. And I will say Nebula fought valiantly. Two people did. I know Carnifex did. Carnifex Miller and them, but I know 2 rounds they won off of 907 trolling. I think 1 round they earned. But yeah, you got Jeff Sicko on 907, 12 and 5. Wow, there's only one positive person on 907 that game. All right, the rest 3 of them broke even 6-6, 6-6, 7-7, then a 7-8. And Carnifex is the only positive. Yeah, ain't no ties on Nebula. Carnifex was 13 and 8. Hell of a warrior. Game 2 was OOG Monarchs versus Black Hole Election. Monarchs took the win. Sad one. Had a little faith in the election. We had a screenshot dodger on the election. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Admire Pseudo 13 and 6 for Monarchs, and Diabolical Hater 9 and 4. On election, Koimetsu was 10 and 8, and the rest did Dookie. But Monarchs won 7-4. Game 3 for Wild Boys CC versus Synergy. CC took home the win 7-4. You had 3 double-digit performances on CC: Crypto Cal, Stargazer, and Abolish. 12 and 7, 11 and 6, and 11 and 7. And then Synergy, yeah, I don't think they even knew what they were doing. Oh, we're back. Sorry, technical difficulty. But anyway, hopefully that doesn't affect the stream too much. I don't know how much of that is to cut out. Let me quit yapping. Anyway, Ghosty on Twitch, only positive one on Synergy. I don't know if I said that or not before it cut out. Game 4, we got Black Hole Aces versus Dream. Oasis took home the win 7-3. We got AI Pharaoh double digits, 11 and 7, and Dream all pretty much left, but Purging 8 and 8 on Dream. Game 5, we got Black Hole Armani versus Genesis. Armani took home the win 7-5. We got 2 double digits on Armani, VJ Pex and Xenobra, 12 and 8, 11 and 5, and then Genesis is the one, Alias, 14 and 9, and Satori Capone 10 and 10. That is honestly a sad loss for Genesis. Glad Armani won to represent the BH name though. 5.2 already got their first forfeit win. Miami Neon forfeited on 5.2. Apparently there was a scheduling issue. So yeah, hopefully it don't happen again. Game, how many games a week is it? 8? I don't know. Whatever. The next game, Wild Boys Obey versus HMC Squared Esports. You got JBA on Obey and Barsh dropping doubles 14 and 7 and 11 and 6. And then on HMC, you have Vixel is only double 11 and 8. The rest negative. Oh, Squared was over there 1 and 9. Damn, buddy. Got me numbers over there. That's some shit I'd do. And then the final game for week 1, we had an absolute obliteration. Wild Boys KVD, we'll call them names. I ain't saying all that shit. Shorten your fucking name. They faced Black Hole Euphoria, and they dominated Euphoria. KVD won 7-0. I don't know what happened with Euphoria, but I didn't see that one coming. It's so bad that nobody on a KVD could have went double digits. They didn't have enough rounds. But I mean, they had some killers. We have a 9-3, 7-2, 7-3, 8-2, and then the 4-4 guy. So I said they dominated, and then everybody Euphoria essentially left. Bad, bad, bad game, if I must say so myself. Okay, so then going into week 2, I guess we can start a little new thing we do is so we can do the week 2 matchups. and then y'all can maybe just get an idea, put in some predictions, whatever you want to do. Alright, so for week 2, we're going to have these games coming up. Most of y'all probably already know and see it. We'll have Black Hole Nebulas on a bye. We got Synergy versus 907. We got CC versus Ferocious Femboys. They were on the bye last week. They're playing this week. For Galaxy, we got HMC on a bye week. We got Obey versus Monarchs and Election versus NLG. And here, I'll give you these 4 games. I'll give you how I think they're gonna go personally. All right, so I think 907 is gonna take Synergy 7-3, 7-3. I think CC is gonna take Femboys 7-2. I think Obey's gonna take Monarchs 7-1. Monarchs might get 2. Monarchs might get 2. Depends on if they bait their aggression. I think Elections beating NLG 7-5. Alright, then we got Oasis versus bye, or Oasis on the bye week. We got KVD versus Void. I think KVD is going to win 7-4. I want Void to win, but I think KVD right now is hot, especially with, they got a Dexy in them. Then we got Euphoria versus Dream. I got Euphoria winning 7-2. Alright, Neon's on a bye week. Then we got Armani versus Forever. I got Armani winning like 7-4. And 5.2 versus Genesis. I got 5.2 winning 7-3. So that's what I think is gonna go on next week. We'll see. I don't know what the first game is gonna be. We can go look real quick, see if we can get it streamed. Confirm games. So far, it's looking like the first game is gonna be tomorrow, 907 and Synergy. So that's pretty much all caught up for the Ember Rise Season 4, Week 1. If there's anything else y'all want to see added in here, or y'all got suggestions, anything to make it better, more intriguing to y'all, just shoot me a DM. I'm no one. I don't know if I mentioned that in the chat or not, but I'm the no one. But type shit. Ugh, I just said that out loud. But yeah, anything y'all want to see added or done or included, just let me know. Oh, Player of the Weeks. In 5th place, Crypto Cow, 12-7. VJ Pex, Armani, 12-8. We got Pseudo on Monarchs, 13-8. Alias, on Genesis, 14-9. He didn't win though. And JBA on Obey, 14-7, and they won. That's why he got it over Alias. But those are your Player of the Week. Is JBA on Wild Boys Obey. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, anything y'all see that y'all want to suggest, improve on, want me to talk about, go for it. I'll do some hot takes if I need to. I'll put myself in a hot seat. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'll say whatever I want and whatever y'all want to hear. I'll do a hot take on every org, every league. Shit, you just let me know what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear more support? Y'all want me to try to keep up with other leagues? I can try to include the Black Holes MPL, which is the multi-platform league, in here too, if y'all want. We allow a PC over there, and it seems to be the PC part's going really good. We got a decent amount of PC teams, and like most teams have at least one PC player, and we got a lot of strict PC teams in there this season. It just started. It's on week 2 of its season 2 too. So, anyways, that's all for the Ember Rise podcast week 1. I'm no one, your host, but we'll see you next time, and remember to always say toodles.